I started in 1990. That's when I first found that first swarm in my tree. It's just fascinating. You get started on it, and everybody that comes here that started on it just falls in love with it. I can work the bees without even putting the coveralls on or anything. I can go inside of the hive with my bare hand, and I might get stung once, twice maybe, unless I get careless and just be rough. You got to be gentle and quiet, you know. So it works pretty good that way, and I have better luck. The gloves are like iron boxing gloves. I'm going to try to open the hive with, but you have hive tools and stuff that you can work with. It's an exciting thing.
My goodness, I can't expect that to last forever. Is it tasty?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's honey popcorn.
Honey all over the floor. How does it taste like?
Have you tried it?
My goodness.
And it's really science. Not that I'm a scientist, but the things that you read about and the things you have to do to save them and keep them healthy is really interesting.
If I smoke them, they'll get a lot quieter.
You get beekeeping magazines, and there's all kinds of information that tell you what you can do to help.
Like, is there one queen per box, or is there?
Yeah, only one.
Okay.
If you're in a certain part of the country, like this is a long ways from California, because when we were down there, we had warm weather more, and it was pretty good, unless you let the wax moths get them.
Inside to feed. This bar is lower than this, so they got room to crawl over. I put the grass in there so they can crawl around and not drown. See how many of them get drowned in here?
I just keep these here for people to, if they come here and buy some. A lot of beginners want to get started. So when they come here, they'll ask me a lot of questions. I got brochures that I've made there's a lot of problems with beekeeping, and halfway through the summer, if your hive is dying down and getting weak, you'll know what's wrong most of the time.
But careful, and that's what you like to see when you're extracting honey. See this one? They're all like that. The whole bunch is that way.
What are they doing?
They're cleaning it out in there.
Oh.
They'll clean them after a bee is hatched out. They go right in there and clean it all out. But the bee that comes out of there in 21 days of them just coming out and then going right over to the next cell and start working. We'll pull this middle one out and see if there's any brood in there. Oh, they're filling it up with honey.
You got to be pretty scientific, I might say.
Oh, boy, that one is heavy.
How long does it take to get it filled up?
If there's a good honey flow, they'll do it in a couple of weeks, maybe less.
Just being able to pick up a frame out of the hive and just see all these bees all over it, and then see the queen crawling around in there. It's really, really fascinating, and it's just I don't know how to say it. It's just satisfying, you know.
It's hard to see when there's so many crawling around. That's a real nice set of brood. It holds 50 frames.
And it's fun. I got extracting machinery in here and everything that I take the honey out of. It's a good deal.